the land of the rising sun, where ancient traditions meet modern innovation. Join us on a journey through the fascinating history of Japan. Let's begin with ancient Japan. The story of Japan starts with its early inhabitants during the Jomon period. Around 14,000 BCE, these people were hunter-gatherers known for their pottery, which is some of the oldest in the world. The Jomon period lasted until around 300 BCE. During this time, the people of Japan developed a distinct culture, characterized by their intricate pottery designs. They lived in small communities, relying on hunting, fishing, and gathering for sustenance. The Jomon people are also believed to have practiced early forms of agriculture. By 300 BCE, the Yayoi period began, bringing significant changes. The Yayoi people introduced wet rice farming, which transformed the Japanese landscape and economy. This period also saw the introduction of new technologies such as metalworking and weaving, leading to the development of more complex societies. The Yayoi period marked the beginning of social stratification in Japan. Villages grew larger and powerful clans began to emerge, setting the foundation for the political structures that would shape Japan's future. One of the most significant archaeological sites from this period is Yoshinogari, which offers a glimpse into the life and culture of the Yayoi people. Classical Japan saw the rise of powerful clans and the establishment of a centralized state. The Yamato period, starting around 50 CE, marked the beginning of imperial rule. The legendary Emperor Emu is said to have founded the imperial line, which continues to this day. During the Asuka period 538 to 710 CE, Buddhism was introduced from Korea, profoundly influencing Japanese culture, politics, and art. The Japanese court adopted many Chinese cultural aspects, including Confucianism, Chinese characters kanji, and governmental structures. This era saw the construction of the first Buddhist temples, such as Horyuji, which remains one of the oldest wooden buildings in the world. The Nara period 710 to 794 CE followed, with the capital established in Nara, modeled after the Chinese Tang capital of Chang'an. The Nara period was marked by significant cultural and religious developments. The great Buddha statue in Tadaiji Temple, one of the largest bronze statues in the world, symbolizes the grandeur of this era. Next came the Heian period 79 for 1185 CE, named after the new capital, Heian-kyo, now known as Kyoto. The Heian period is often regarded as the golden age of classical Japanese culture. It was during this time that the Japanese court refined their cultural and artistic practices, leading to the creation of distinctive Japanese literature, art, and courtly customs. One of the most notable works from this period is The Tale of Genji, written by Murasaki Shikibu, often considered the world's first novel. It provides a detailed account of the life and loves of Hikaru Genji, an imperial prince, and offers insight into the Heian court's sophisticated lifestyle. During the Heian period, the power of the emperor began to wane as powerful clans, such as the Fujiwara, Taira, and Minamoto, gained influence. This shift in power set the stage for the emergence of the samurai class and the beginning of the feudal era in Japan. This detailed explanation of classical Japan covers the significant periods, cultural advancements, and key historical figures, providing a comprehensive overview of this transformative era in Japanese history. The transition from the Jomon to the Yayoi period represents a pivotal moment in Japanese history. It laid the groundwork for the formation of the first centralized state in Japan, the Yamato state, which would arise in the subsequent centuries. This expanded explanation provides more detail on the Jomon and Yayoi periods, highlighting their key characteristics and contributions to the development of Japanese civilization. Feudal Japan was a time of military rule, shifting power dynamics, and the rise of the samurai class. This era began with the Heian period's decline and the establishment of the Kamakura shogunate in 1185 CE. The Kamakura period 1185 to 1333 CE saw the emergence of the samurai, the warrior class that would dominate Japanese society for centuries. Minamoto no Yoritomo, the first shogun, established the Kamakura shogunate, a military government that ruled alongside the imperial court. During this time, Japan faced external threats from the Mongol Empire, which launched invasions in 1270 and 1281. Both invasions were thwarted by typhoons, referred to as kamikaze or divine winds, believed to have been sent by the gods to protect Japan. Following the Kamakura period, the Ashikaga shogunate took power during the Muromachi period, 1336 to 1573 CE. This era was marked by political instability and frequent conflicts among rival samurai clans. Despite the turmoil, it was also a time of cultural flourishing, with the development of no theater, tea ceremonies, and the beautiful inquash painting style known as sumii. The Sengoku period, or Warring States period 1 for 6-7-1615, was one of the most tumultuous times in Japanese history. Regional warlords, known as daimyo, fought for control of the country. Figures like Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu played crucial roles in unifying Japan after decades of conflict. Oda Nobunaga began the process of unification by conquering many rival clans. After his assassination, Toyotomi Hideyoshi continued his work, eventually bringing most of Japan under his control. Following Hideyoshi's death, Tokugawa Ieyasu seized power after the decisive Battle of Sekigahara in 1600, marking the end of the Sengoku period and the beginning of the Tokugawa shogunate. The Tokugawa shogunate ushered in the Edo period, a time of peace, stability, and isolation from the outside world. The samurai, once fierce warriors, became bureaucrats and administrators, maintaining order in a country that had been ravaged by centuries of war. Feudal Japan's legacy is still evident today, from the iconic samurai and their code of Bushido, to the cultural practices that emerged during these dynamic centuries. Join us next as we explore the Edo period and Japan's journey towards modernization. And that's where our journey through Japan's history takes us for now. But the story doesn't end here. Join us in the next part of our series as we explore Japan's modernization, its rise as a global power, and the challenges it faces in the 21st century.